Hi everyone, Katie Gehring here for Waffle Flower Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I created this set of 4 note cards which feature a marble background using alcohol inks. So to get started, I want to show you some of the supplies that I used today to create the background. I'm going to be using shaving cream. I'm also going to be using alcohol ink in aqua pool and sailboat blue. I'm going to be using glossy cardstock and then also a bamboo skewer to help kind of pull the ink around. So to start, I pulled out a glass baking pan from my pantry and I am just squirting some of the shaving cream into the bottom of the glass pan. You don't have to use a glass pan. You could use a cookie sheet or really any type of container that's flat along the bottom but has sides to kind of contain all of the shaving cream and ink that you're going to be depositing in it. I'm going to add some drops of alcohol ink to the shaving cream, and then I'm going to take a bamboo skewer and I'm going to kind of pull that ink through the shaving cream and create a little bit of a marbling effect. And once that is complete, I'm going to lay my cardstock face down onto the shaving cream and let the cardstock pick up some of that alcohol ink. Now I have decided that there's not enough ink in the shaving cream. I'm not quite getting the dark background that I was hoping to get. So I am adding some more drops of ink and swirling it through on both sides. And that's one of the things that I really love most about this background technique is it's extremely forgiving. So if you are not getting the effect that you want, just add a little bit more ink, swirl it around, and then you can put your cardstock back onto the ink and shaving cream and keep playing around with it until you get the look that you want. So once that is complete, I'm going to wipe off the excess shaving cream with a paper towel. And then I just kind of repeated this process and created a number of different marbled backgrounds that you see here. So these will be the backgrounds I'm going to use for my card. So now in terms of the stamps and dies that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the new Make a Fish die set and also the coordinating stamp set. And what I did is I took the dies and I ran it through my die cut machine using a variety of different cardstocks. And this enabled me to really kind of play and have fun as I was creating my fish. And here are some of the finished fish here, and I just kind of mixed and matched some of the different colors. I also added accents to the fish using some enamel dots, but you could use Nuvo drops or sequins or whatever you have handy. So this is a stamp set that I'm going to be using today. It's called Make a Fish. There's so many great sentiments in it, and I'm going to be using 4 of them today, including Make a Fish, Keep Swimming, Birthday Fishes, and Fantastic. That's the final sentiment that I'm going to be using. So what I'm doing just to kind of keep it simple and keep the process moving along is I've arranged all of those and semi-lined up straight onto my mini Misty, and I'm inking them all up with black ink and stamping them all at once onto a panel of A2 size cardstock. Then I'm going to pretty easily be able to trim that down and make little sentiment banners that I'll be able to add to my card. Now I am ready to put the cards together, so I'm going to trim each of the marble backgrounds by 1/4 of an inch using a paper trimmer, and then I'm going to get a sense as to the placement of the fish and the sentiment banners. I love the size of this die because it really makes a great focal point. It takes up a good amount of space on the card, but there's still definitely room for a sentiment. So I just really appreciate the scale and size of the fish die. So I'm going to have the sentiment banner kind of butt up against the edge of the note card. So I've trimmed one end a little bit, and then the other end I've trimmed at an angle for just a bit of added interest there. So I'm going to then take some score tape and I'm going to add the background to a aqua note card. The reason that I'm using the score tape is although these backgrounds have had some time to dry, I want to make sure that they're going to be securely held in place despite all of the soap and alcohol ink that we added to the backgrounds. And that's kind of my same thought with the fish. So again, I think the backgrounds are dry, but I want to make sure that those fish aren't going to swim away. So I'm going to be using score tape to just make sure that they stay in place. So once I get the fish adhered to the background, my final step will be to adhere the sentiment banner, and I am doing that with foam adhesive. So I'll just peel off this backing here and then tack it down onto the card. And my actual final step will be to add some of the clear gems, or those domed gems, to the card with glossy accents, just for a little bit of extra sparkle and shine. And you can use sequins or Nuvo drops for this as well if you want to, just for that extra finishing touch. So now I want to show you some of the finished cards in the set that I came up with using this marbling background. I hope that the video inspires you to have some good, clean, messy fun with your card making supplies. For more information on the products that I used in today's video, please visit waffleflower.com. And for more creative inspiration, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Waffle Flower Crafts on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.